Imagine, you're playing a game of soccer, but instead of kicking the ball, you're running with it in your hands. That is how you play rugby. Rugby has had a long history and a lot of rules, but the game of rugby has changed a lot since it has started. Rugby isn't a very well-known sport in the US, and I will be informing you about the sport of rugby today. I've played a game of rugby. It's brutal. And I've also done some research, and I am here to tell you about how rugby started, how the game is played, and rugby in modern days. In 1823, during a soccer game at rugby school in England, William Webb Ellis, this guy right here, picked up the ball and ran with it toward the opponent's goal, thus creating a game of rugby football. By the 1870s, rugby teams had sprouted up throughout England, and the first rugby match took place on March 27, 1871 between England and Scotland. Now you're probably wondering, Drake, how do you play rugby? Well, rugby is played on a field with two teams of 15 players each. And here you can see the maximum length of the field is 100 meters, and then this is 70, and they have two goalposts. I mean, it's kind of like a football field, almost, really. But like soccer, the object of the game is to get the ball into the opponent's goal. Players must pass the ball from one person to another, but the ball cannot travel forward. And also, the defending team can tackle the person with the ball and stop them from making a goal. The tackled player must either pass or release the ball, which sends the ball into open play. The game continues until a rule is broken or the ball goes out of play. And most games usually last up to 80 minutes plus time, accounting for injuries and stops during the game. In the United States, rugby is a growing national sport. There are over 450,000 players registered with US Rugby today, including over 67,000 high school students. A lot of colleges have rugby teams, including Purdue, Ohio State, and Harvard University. Rugby has also been approved as an event for the 2016 Olympics, and the American National Rugby League, which this is their little symbol here, was founded in 1998. The league is the governing body for the development of the sport of rugby league in the USA, and there are over 14 pro rugby teams in the American National Rugby League. As you can see here, some of them include like Northern Virginia Eagles, Ashton Bulls, New York Knights, and in conclusion, rugby has come a long way. From its start to its growing popularity in America, rugby can be a brutally fun sport. And like they say in the game, sticks and stones may break my bones, but rugby does it better.